Ever notice how, like, a certain vibe, certain tune can set you in the right way for the rest of your day? We've got a special treat for you today. Stay tuned. Hold me until all my pain melts away. I love the way you smell, I love the way you taste. I'm trying to imagine a world without you, but somehow the vision just will not come true. So can I be where you are? I'm lost in the dark. My light, it shines bright, but only reaches so far. I could go on for days or months or for years, but none of it matters if you are not here. So hold on, please don't let go. Just take my hand and dance with me slow. Hold on, please stick around. The story isn't over, the end is not now. Oh, oh, For those of you who are like, this is not the normal Work Harder show. Oh, I can't even say it. It's not the normal WorkHARDAholic show because we have a special guest that I am so excited about. So we have Ms. I'm going to say it just the way you're going to find it on all your social media. Ms. Period, Jaylin Brown. So glad to have you. Thanks for joining us, Jaylin.
Thank you for having me.
Isn't she adorable? It's not Jill Scott. It's not Indiari. No, it's not even Lisa McClendon. It is Jaylin Brown. Woo! Okay, Jaylin.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know who Jaylin is, you will. Just hold on tight. Don't you worry. And yes, she has the CD available. You can get more of this. Don't you worry about it. Okay, so I want to start here. I really want to start, even before we get into like your creative process, what led you down this path? Because like to become an artist is not like a guaranteed future.
Exactly.
So what made you even want to do this?
I just love music.
And music loves you.
Yeah. It's the only thing I can imagine myself doing for the rest of my life. That and loving my baby.
Oh. We're going to stick to the music part for now, people. Don't you worry. You can stalk her later to find out the rest of it. So how long have you been playing?
I've been playing guitar for 12 years now. I've been singing, I'm 27 for about 22 years. My earliest memory is singing If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys.
Ooh,
because that came out a little bit. That came out the year before I turned 5, 1999. So.
And you've been at it ever since. And I know we talked about the fact that we share a musical instrument.
Violin. So I started that in 2nd grade. And then I went into cello in 5th grade. And after 5th grade, I started singing. And then I started playing basketball. That was a weird time. And then
it's all dexterity, coordination. Because there's a lot going on.
Exactly, yeah.
Keys and strings and singing and adjusting and breathing. All these things are leading into that.
Exactly. And then once high school came around, I started doing choir again. I started playing piano and I started playing guitar. And then I found out my senior year that I could do this for a living. And I was like, well, that's it. That's what I'm going to do. Before that, I was going to try and become a pediatrician. So I didn't really.
Not to say I don't think you'd be great with kids.
Yeah,
but I'm just like, you have this whole vibe that says like music and musical ability. So at this point now, but still for most people, it's like a dream, a fantasy. But you're taking it further than just that.
Yeah.
All right. So you're actually like honing your craft. Exactly. Like how are you studying to be the better artist?
Well, it all comes down to being better than what you were yesterday. So I do a lot of listening to myself. I think a lot of artists don't like to listen to themselves. They kind of cringe. But I take it as a learning opportunity and I say, okay, this is what I loved. This is what I want to change. And then I change it. And that just takes time and practice. And then it takes education. So I'm going to Berkeley College of Music.
Say it again!
I am going to the Berkeley College of Music, but not the Boston campus, in Valencia, Spain. And I'm going to be focusing on production, so recording, collaboration, and all those things, as well as honing my songwriting skills and my band leading skills, strengthening my chest voice and my breath support, all that good stuff.
So if y'all don't know, there's chest voice and there's the head voice. Mm-hmm. So sometimes when we're hearing certain tunes and tones, some of it's coming from like the big boom chest, and some of it's more like light, airy, and sometimes a little nasally, depending on who's doing the work.
And I studied opera, so my body is tuned to my head voice and that nasally mask voice. And so the awesome thing about my current curriculum that I'm going into is that I'm focusing on like jazz styles, soul styles. So I'll be able to really focus on my chest voice.
It's almost like two different instruments in one body. And I've often seen people who try to, it's not funny, but I've seen people who are either like classically trained in opera, try to do like jazz, and it's such a clash.
It can be. It definitely can be, but I've figured out a way to mix them together. I think either I'm lucky with my anatomy, or I just, something. I don't know.
I think there is no luck involved. Luck means that you are prepared when opportunity comes. That's all. So all this training that you've been doing all the years, all these instruments you've learned how to play, all this breathing techniques, you've been honing your craft, and now it's beginning to shine out. Okay, don't you worry. We're going to have more of Jaylin in just one moment. Stay tuned.
Listen, attorney Alex Taylor is a soldier in a suit, defending anyone with criminal charges, DUIs, and more. Call Alex Taylor, your soldier in a suit, at 804-500-5000.
I'm Alex Taylor. Don't face your criminal charges alone. Put a former prosecutor with 30 years of experience on your side. Let me show you how a soldier fights for your freedom.
Call 804-500-5000 or go to alextaylorlaw.com.
Ladies, are you looking to move your office from your kitchen table to a space of your own? Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Are you looking for co-working and community? Well, then come join us at the Women's Business Center, RVA, located at 1510 Willow Lawn Drive, Suite 100, directly across the street from the Kroger at Willow Lawn. Visit us on the web at wbcrva.com or on social media at WBCRVA.
Wouldn't it be convenient and safe to communicate with your dentist, pediatrician, medical doctor, or mental health professional anywhere you are without actually traveling to our medical centers?
Well, you can with a televisit at your local Capital Area Health Network. Call us at 780-0840 or go to cahealthnet.org. Find out how a televisit may be your best option. We are the Capital Area Health Network, the heart of the community.
During these challenging times, Richmond Dentistry for Children wants to remind you that we've been here for you and your children for over 25 years. Your child's body is their temple, and their teeth are the doorway to good health. We provide compassionate pediatric dental care Monday through Friday. Call 804-780-2888 for your appointment, or come to our office at 300 West Broad Street. RichmondDentistryForChildren.com, serving Central Virginia. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
All right, now it's time for fashion and entrepreneurship with Ashley Jefferson.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ashley Jefferson, owner of Very Ashley and publisher of VA Style Magazine. Welcome to Fashion and Entrepreneurship right here on WorkHARDaholics. Amazon Prime Day just happened. It was July 11th and July 12th. And I have a question. What did you do for Amazon Prime Day? As a business owner, small business owner to be exact, I hope that you got all the deals that were on that website, but I also hope you did nothing else after that. Here's the thing. A lot of people want to compete with Amazon, and I say, If you watch this segment enough, you know I'm not about competition. I'm one, about collaboration, but two, I'm also about knowing who you are, doubling down on who you are, and standing strong on that. Just because Amazon is discounting all their prices does not mean that you need to do the same thing. If you think your sales are going to dip that day, That's fine. Put that into your business plan. On those 2 days when Amazon Prime Day comes around once or twice a year, those are the days that you are going to relax, have events, run some other sorts of promotions that have nothing to do with sales. You don't want to compete with the giants. You want to be who you are. Be unique. Be your own castle. Never try to compete with the giants because one, you won't win, and two, you end up losing your soul. And your soul is what matters the most to your business. That's what people come to you because you are unique. It's never a battle of pricing. If you want to battle the prices, you will not win. But what you can do, again, host events, reach out to your customers. On Amazon Prime Day, after you get all the deals that you want, guess what? Now is the time to touch with your customers. Send them emails, phone call them if your business strategy allows. Definitely ramp up anything you're doing on social media so those people can actually see you. This is a time where you want to touch your customers for sure, okay? Another note, I always talk about knowing who you are and what makes you unique. It is important to always try to check your systems and make sure that your brand is what you're putting out there, making sure that the image that you're putting out there is what people are actually understanding, what they're receiving. Are you losing communication some way? During these 2 days of Amazon Prime Day, it might actually be good to do that. When you check your customers, these are also good times to send out surveys or send out little buy one, get one free type of surveys or other sorts of deals like that. Because that way, that will kind of excite them to actually answer the surveys or answer the little quizzes. Then you could just kind of know exactly who you are and the messaging that you're putting out about your business. Is it coming across? I would say it probably is coming across if you're following this podcast. But if it's not, then you can take the next day to figure out what you need to do to make those changes. That way, the next time Amazon Prime comes around, you won't even be thinking about that because you'll be so secure in who you are and who your brand is that nothing, no rock bottom pricing for some big, gigantic brand can sway you. I'm Ashley Jefferson, owner of Very Ashley and publisher of VA Style Magazine right here on Fashion Entrepreneurship. What I would love for you guys to do, if you have any questions at all, please find me at Shop Very Ashley on all social media platforms. Email me, ashley@shopveryashley.com. And I have a big announcement in my next podcast. So make sure you tune in right here on WorkHARDaholics so you can hear all about that. Thanks so much.
Welcome back to the WorkHARDaholic Show with your favorite host, the original WorkHARDaholic, Shirley Crawford. And to my left, your right, is the one, the only Ms. Jaylin Brown. Okay, so we got the pleasure of beholding. Your voice is so luxurious. Okay, so when I first walked in, I didn't even know she had arrived yet. She was sitting to the side and she was playing. I didn't even want to disturb her. I just wanted to listen. You just elicit this response, that I feel in my very core. Mm. Do you hear that a lot?
I hear it, and I feel it sometimes. But I do hear it a lot from a lot of different people.
It's true. It's factual. Mm-hmm. I am not, I'm a nice person, but I'm a really honest person. So when I tell you it's not for fluff, it's not for you all are great, but really when I heard you play, so we had the honor of hearing Jaylin play during the Richmond Roadrunners. She was part of the intermission for the event. Go Roadrunners. We support you all. They won that game. I'm very excited about that. We intend to go back and watch more. They beat DC. I'm just saying. And so, but you began to play and everything stopped. So I know the piece that you played earlier is something that you wrote, and it's a work in progress.
Yes.
So tell us about the process for you. What does that mean for you? Where does it even come from for you to find the words, the music, the vibe to create a piece?
Well, the words come straight from my heart. And as cliche as it sounds, I write a lot of my songs about love, past love, current love, just any experience that involves love. It doesn't have to be romantic. But then the music aspect just comes from what I've learned so far, right? So For a while, I only knew some pretty simple chords. So in my earlier music, you'll hear very simple chords. But in that song, you hear a major 7 chord and you hear a minor 7 chord, So it's in. I remember I wrote that song back in like 2017. So that's early. That's a very early song. But now, and the song that I'm going to end with, you'll hear some major 9 chords, So
That's grown up stuff, people.
it's grown up stuff. It's grown up stuff. And I'm, working on really getting into different inversions and things and producing different sounds, because the more I hear, the more ideas I'll come up with, So
The more that you have input, the more you can output.
exactly.
That's geek speak, people. Okay, so you mentioned you're going to Berkeley. You're heading off to Spain.
Yes.
So I want to make sure that we share that with everyone, but I also want to make sure that you share with everyone, how can they get your music? How can they follow you? How can they become part of this wave of people who are going to be able to say, we knew her when?
Well, first things first, you can follow me on all social media at Miss Jaylin Brown, MS.JAYLIN.
Don't forget the dot. I forgot it the first time. Say it one more time.
MS.JAYLIN Brown. With no E. And that's Instagram, Facebook. My website is MissJaylinBrown.com. There's no dot there because the dots are weird on websites. Can't have it.
Only for .com, .org,
exactly.
whatever else.
Exactly. And Cash App. They don't let you do any punctuations. Only letters and numbers.
I don't think I ever noticed that.
That's okay. But yep, Miss Jaylin Brown on everything. And if you would like to support my education abroad, you can do so via Cash App, via check. We'll send the information to our lovely host. And as well, I have a Patreon, also Miss Jaylin Brown, MS.JYLIN Brown. And that's going to be the best way to both follow me and support at the same time. I'll be posting exclusive content, more songs like the one you heard that are works in progress, collaboration projects that I'll be doing overseas, and just any experience that I have. So I've been documenting my move first, because that's like the biggest part, the most stressful part. And I'm finally done. I feel like there's a weight. It's just lifted.
She's
off.
all packed up and ready to go, people.
Packed up and ready.
Like, how much longer do we even have you in Virginia?
3 weeks.
And then she's gone.
And I'm gone.
She's off to Spain. So if you want to be a part of her Spanish, it's not Inquisition, Spanish journey, I just kept thinking, viajo, with travels, whatever you want to call it. If you want to be a part of this experience, then you can go to the Patreon, and that is Miss Jaylin Brown.
Miss Jaylin Brown.
No dot.
Yes, dot.
Yes, dot. Miss Dot Jaylin with a Y, Brown. So you can support her. So Patreon was originally created to be for patron of the arts in modern day times. So here is the artist that you too can support. All right, we're about to wrap up, which is crazy.
I do have one more thing to tell people.
Oh, tell them all about it.
My farewell show will be August 8th.
Oh, okay.
At Banditos in the Fan, Patterson Avenue, at 7 p.m.
Okay, is that ticketed, or do they just come by?
You can come by, pay at the door, and it's as easy as that.
Okay, August 8th, Banditos. I hope I can be there. I'm going to make sure I can free up my schedule, because I want to come for that concert as well. So now, just one more time, give everyone your contact information. Yes, and here's the thing I need you all to know. So a lot of times we talk about, oh, I really enjoy this artist, or, oh, they came from my area. Oh, they're from VA. Like, we all act like we supported Missy and Pharrell when they were younger. But no, we all support them now because it's like, oh, they're from VA. Okay, well, here you go. Here is the artist, your up-and-coming artist that you can say, not only did I know her when I helped make this vision possible. And so she is making sure to go to the next step of not just saying, hey, I got a YouTube channel, I'm going to be YouTube famous. She's actually honing her skill, honing her craft, making sure she knows what she's doing. She is off to Berkeley in Spain, and you can help make that happen. So support her Patreon. If you want to send a check, you can send it to us. We'll forward it on. Or if we get the information, we'll post it on every place that we have it so that you can forward it on. But know that your dollars are going to an amazing cause, because this voice over here doesn't just happen. Okay? And so now we're just going to ask you to grace us with one more selection before you're off on your journey on the road of life.
Yes, ma'am. So this is on Spotify, Miss Jaylin Brown, and it's called Take It Easy. Take your time, don't be hasty. I don't mind being patient. I can wait another day. I don't mind if it's not time. Honestly, you're so sweet, I wouldn't mind if you stay the night. So sit a while, your company, it makes me smile, and take it easy. You don't have to leave yet, so just sit a while and we'll dance until the sun goes down, and take it easy. I don't want you to leave yet. Well, maybe next time you won't just stop by. Maybe next time I'll sing you this lullaby. Maybe next time you won't just stop by. Maybe next time I'll sing you this lullaby. So just sit a while. Your company, it makes me smile, and take it easy. You don't have to leave yet, so just sit a while. We'll dance until the sun goes down, and take it easy. I don't want you to leave yet.
Once again, Miss Jaylin Brown. Thanks, Jaylin.
Thank you.
Are you ready to level up your smartphone videography skills? Want to learn how to capture better interviews, content, and learn how to edit using Canva? Whether you are a beginner looking to dive into the world of videography or an experienced creator seeking to enhance your skills, then our Learn by Doing workshops are for you. Reserve your spot and start creating incredible videos. Visit powerupvideo.com today. Click Workshops.
Life can be a struggle. Find hope, healing, and answers at the Abundant Life Church of Christ, a place to encounter God through uplifting worship, singing, prayer, the preach word, and fellowship. One step can change your life. One step could shift your destiny. There has never been a better time to take that step than now. Come be our guest every Sunday at 10 a.m. at the Abundant Life Church of Christ, a place where you belong.
Richmond. You know, we've got a really diverse community in Richmond, and especially around this track. That was something that was very important to me, that people felt welcome. And so what could we do to make sure people felt welcome? Well, number one is we can make sure that we get the message out.
The sponsorship game is so critical for us. You know, it's 60 to 70% of our team revenue comes from partnerships.
It's a big ask to ask a lot of people to try to experience something new, right?
Pretty solid day here. That was just something we've talked about at RFK as an organization. Is we've been very competitive at a lot of different styles of racetracks.
Hello, and yes, you are watching or listening to the WorkHARDAholic Show. Okay, so we just had the pleasure of a little early on talking to Miss Jaylin with the Y Brown, who is a artist who is on her way off to Berkeley in Spain and studying music and funding that entire process. And really, it's made us to think about, like, what does it really take when you have a dream, a project, a product, and you're trying to get it out to the world, and you need to have it funded. So in Jaylin's case, of course, you know, she has her Patreon account, and she has some other things going on. But what do? Can you get a Patreon account when you're just trying to, I don't know, sell widgets? Probably not. So here's the deal. We've been talking about over these past few weeks about credit. For those you don't know, I recently got certified as a credit consultant. And so because of which, I've really been thinking more and more about business credit and the things that you all need to know. Actually, the reverse is the case. Because the fact that I was doing so much consulting, and a lot of you were out there trying to figure out how to fund your business, how to stay in business. We're going out of business because you didn't have enough money, and you're like, I need a new car, I need a new building, I need equipment, and you didn't know how to go about getting that all done. That's why we started this whole credit journey, and we've been taking you along for the ride. So the first thing that I shared with you all is that if you want business credit, I'm sorry, EIN only credit, it's basically non-existent. It starts with your personal credit. So if you're going, I don't know anything about that, go back, watch our previous episodes. We really took you through the different credit bureaus, the things how your credit score is determined, the difference between FICO and Advantage scores, all that good stuff we talked about already. Today, I want to talk just really quickly, just give you some highlights about your business credit. Okay? Please know your business does have credit, whether you do anything or not. The same way that you have credit, whether you do anything or not, you still have a score. It might be 300, but it exists. Okay? So when it comes to your business credit score, it's not the same as your personal credit score. So when you're doing an application for something for your business credit, when you're just getting started, they are still going to use your personal guarantee. They're going to look at your personal score to determine whether or not they want to help you build up that business credit. But beyond that, I need you to start thinking about your business as a separate entity all unto itself, which can have its own credit score, its own credit evaluation, its own credit accounts. Your business can buy cars, it can buy houses, it can buy equipment. It can buy whatever $1 million, equipment that you might need for the next job, but you have to set some certain things up for that to be the case. Okay? So we know that we talk about the fact that for your business social security number is your EIN, your employer identification number. The same way for your personal self, you have your social security number. It was supposed to be used for retirement to help identify you, to get your social security money out when you were at whatever age it's going to be when you decide to retire. It goes up every year. Your EIN was created really because you had employees and you needed to have, pay those taxes. That's what it's all about, paying those taxes. But now they've both been bastardized, right? Your social security number is used for everything under the sun, and now your EIN is used for everything under the sun for your business. Want to open a bank account? Your EIN. You want to get a credit card? Your EIN. Everybody wants to know your EIN. So you start there. You, of course, make sure your business is official. You get your LLC, S Corp, C Corp, B Corp, don't care, that's not the point. Get your EIN, set up a business banking account, and then the fun begins. At that point, you're going to want to get your DUNS number from Dun and Bradstreet. All right? I've talked before about the UEI. That doesn't pertain to this. So we're going to skip that. But you get your DUNS number. It's free. No matter what they tell you on the phone, no matter what credit product they try to sell you, because they will. They're all about selling you stuff. The DUNS number itself is free. And this is one of the systems that measures your business credit score. But it's not the only one. Did you know that? The same way as in your personal credit, there are 3 credit bureaus. For business, there are 3 credit bureaus. All right? So we have the Dun & Bradstreet, we have Experian, and we have Equifax. So Equifax business credit reports and scores, Experian business credit reports and scores, and of course, Dun & Bradstreet. So you have to register, because now you're going to be looking to create your business credit score, your business credit profile. You're going to be looking to set up all that amazing information so that you can get the credit that you need. And once again, credit, not a dirty word. So you can either go register with all of them, right? They each have a different score. Some of them will lead to a business FICO score. Some will have your Paydex score, which is what you'll get from the first one. You'll get for Dun & Bradstreet, you'll get your Paydex score. And so each one has a different scoring mechanism, and different agencies use different models. The same way that if you go to like Navy Federal for a loan, they're looking at your, I have to make sure I get the right ones. They're looking at your, I believe, TransUnion, and then someone else is looking at your Equifax. It's the same thing for your business. Depending on where you're going for that funding, different people look at different things. So right now, we're not going to get all that heavily into it. I want you to just recognize it's time to build up your business credit model. So first things first, do all those steps we talked about. Of course, incorporate, get your EIN, open the business banking account, then register with Dun & Bradstreet. And then the next thing that I'm going to recommend to you all as just where to get started, open up a NAV account, NAV. So there are other agencies. There are. The same way like I think about personal credit, we talk about like Credit Karma. I say open up your NAV account, and it's one way for you to track and see where's your scoring. How can it be better? What's the activity that you have on your business credit? So all of this to say, if you really want to take your business to the next level, you're trying to figure out how you can buy that next thing and it not be a ding on your personal credit, build up that business credit. All right? If you want to learn more, you want to hear more, let us know and we'll share more. But until the next time, live better, do better, be better, and happy entrepreneuring. Ta-ta. Like, share, subscribe, repeat. Like, share, subscribe, repeat. 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 Thanks for tuning in to WorkHARDaholics. Support our show by following on YouTube and all major social media platforms at WorkHARDaholic. Until next week, happy entrepreneuring.